right. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, or people of all ages, I guess.
And the transgenders.
Everybody, we show love here on the ASL. This is the final match ever to be played in StarCraft in the ASL tonight.
Well, for this group stage, that would be a correct statement.
Yeah. But we got some players, man. You got a rematch, Rifkin. Who are these two players?
Tempo leading the charge, spawn here in the bottom left corner of the map. And again, that's bottom left for you, sir. It's going to be the blue Terran player from Team Liquid. Give it up for
Taeja!
The crowd goes wild. And his opponent in the top right coming for the rematch. We'll see if he can overcome his opponent this time around from Neurasoft. It's 5 in the freaking AM for this guy. Give it up for
NightEnD!
Nailed it!
Woo! If I was like Silky again, I would have been like, just leave the room.
All right, NightEnd's actually changing things up in a very real way.
This.
I like the cheese.
I love it. That's what I was talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Rifkin.
This is such a smart way to do this. Okay, so for those who are maybe less familiar with this, you have to put it in the middle because you don't know where your opponent spawns. But that's the strength of this for NightEnd, because Taeja goes to scout the wrong base first, which means by the time he gets to NightEnd's base, there'll probably be a second pylon at base. There'll probably be less fishy things to say, hey, look, I'm very clearly stargating you. But Taeja's also really freaking smart. And he plays all, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, he plays all races at a Grandmaster level on Korea. So him and Josh, he kind of have that in common. So ideally, like, he will know something's up once he scouts the base, but will it be too late? It's the real question. As he did once again go for a faster CC, he might not have the Marines to cover a second Oracle. The first Oracle, sure, no problem, but the second Oracle,
second, that's when things get really dicey.
Yeah,
but yeah, you know.
Well, if NightEnd goes 2 Oracles, he wins this game, I think, Tempo. Like, I got my fingers on my tempos, and I'm just thinking this is looking really good for NightEnd.
All right, well, let's see
deny the scout!
Oh my God, he will do it. Taeja is in the complete dark right now. He has no idea and has to pretty much just cover his bases in the literal sense and also in the actual sense. This is kind of crazy because Taeja's just doing the same exact build that he did. Remember, they did play on Deadwing as well. CC first into that triple racks opener. And first Oracle going for the Marines before there are enough.
Oh,
and he gets it.
All
you have to do is dwindle.
GG.
Oh,
that's the power of the Oracle when you've only got 2 Raxes instead of 3. NightEnd turns this series in his favor. Very quick, game number 1.
We are back here. Game number 2, the final match of the night. These two players have fought valiantly, and now they are here on Expedition Lost. What a place to land, Rifkin. What a place to land.
Yeah, this cold, frigid wasteland. Taeja, base god Taeja, he'll do things like veto Overgrowth and then pick Expedition Lost. I don't understand the way this man thinks, but I kind of gave his name away already, so let's just hop into the intros, band-aid it real quick. Spawning in the top right corner of the map from Team Liquid, it's
Taeja!
And his opponent spawns on the bottom left. He's got a 10-year voice. It's the Reds Protoss or Neurasoft. Tempo, give it up for her.
NightEnD.
I like the question mark on the end of that too. Like, I think it's who he's talking about, maybe.
Oh man,
Cheese was so good in that first game. It was so smart to do against Taeja. I mean, NightEnD probably knows, if nothing else, in the first series that they played today, you know, it was a lot of greedy builds. It was a lot of, hey, I'm just going fast CCs.
And like, you see that a lot with players that will, if they think that they're better than their opponent. Like, I mean, I guess not a lot. I think mainly I'm thinking of Marine King, right? Someone who's like, oh, I'm better than this guy, so I'm just gonna take 3 CCs before my barracks, and then we're gonna win. And yeah, you saw a little bit of that greed out of Taeja, but he plays a very safe greedy style. That one though, that Oracle was perfect time. It's just everything lined up in NightEnd's favor there. I'm gonna say like it was definitely a combination of very a bunch of different factors that all went in his favor. You know, it's like 7-7-7, boom, straight.
Well, I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, Cheese was really cool for NightEnD to win that first game. He scouted hella early, and I don't know if this because he was going to try and do something cheesy to follow it up or not, but he knew that Taeja didn't go for fast CC this game. So playing off the back end of this, we also don't see him going for fast Nexus. In fact, that's a really quick robo. Now, ideally, you want to be like, oh yeah, this is an immortal bust or something really cool, but it's most likely to defend against the Widow Mines that he's predicting are coming. So already being put on the defensive by Taeja, and the game hasn't even started yet.
It hasn't. I mean, he's thinking in his head, like, I just need to play it safe here because I'm up one game, and maybe if I play it safe, I'll beat Taeja. But, you know, in these situations, too, I feel like if you just kind of go crazy in both games, and playing safe against Taeja is very scary to do because usually you need to try to get some kind of edge, right? If you're playing against a player that is just so solid in his mechanics. But Taeja is the one that is going to be switching it up, as you said, dropping that. Did he get a Widow Mine with that as well, I believe, right? Or... oh no, it's 2 Hellions. Oh yeah, there's a Widow Mine. Never mind. Where is it? Offensive? Yeah.
It's behind the command
I
center.
think so. Yeah. Okay. There it is.
Satellite disherino. Now the thing gets up here to scout, and this for Taeja, I really would have liked to have seen him actually go for the Widow Mine drop, but he didn't really know what was coming. And safe than sorry, he knew he wasn't going to lose this group or this second game to an Oracle. I mean, again, keep in mind, guys, NightEnD is the one who leads the series 1-0.
Yeah. This is such an interesting push out from Taeja. He did this against Parting as well. He lost the medevac that time, but if he saves it, yes. If he saves it this time, we'll see if there's any kind of, at least, I don't want to say snowball effect, but just, you know, because we saw him snowball the oppositely, right? So, wow, even going to get that Observer.
Taeja playing with a bit of ferocity in this game. So I realize now that my opponent's not to be underestimated, you know, no messing around. Holy fuck, my hair looks terrible, by the way. I hate having a webcam on.
What happened?
My hat off, dude. I got hat head like crazy.
Oh no! I probably have had head too. If you want to not feel lonely, I'll take mine off and we'll have bad hair days together. But Stalkers actually were trying to focus on that Hellion, moved a little bit too far forward and got hit by those Marines. I popped this probe though, going hard in the paint. It's gonna get burnt.
Oh, it's really hard to get through that overcharge. But Taeja with good control on this medevac. Taeja with good control on his actual engagement so far. And while the resources lost isn't exactly imbalanced in one favor or the other, here comes that second medevac. This one's got 3 freaking Widow Mines. If the first one doesn't succeed, try again. And NightEnd's panicking a little bit. He doesn't know what quite to do. The Widow Mine shot is good!
No!
15 probes dead!
Monster kill!
Yes! Perfect use of the Echo right there. Now, this doesn't gut NightEnD. This doesn't kill him out of the game. He's not screwed by any means. But now he's put on an even worker count. And for someone who... well,
hey. Okay, okay. Well, I think...
I don't think he knew that Taeja didn't have a CC down yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, the epic showdown. It has come down to this. These 2 players spawning in the top left. He represents Korea as well as Team Liquid. He goes by the name of Taeja.
I was kind of hoping you were going to do like Monday, only in the Tacoma Dome. Monster Truck Rally.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have the cool voice effects that Tampa does, but ladies and gentlemen, in the bottom right, we have Neurosoft Zone, Red Protoss player, NightEnD.
Yeah. Cross again.
It's Cross, it's Inferno Pools. I feel that this is a map that normally through Zerg, again, we talk about the Zerg advantage, but with this being what it is, looks like NightEnD might not just be going for a scout, he might be going for a bit of Cheeserino.
Oh, where's his probe clicking?
This sucks though. This isn't an anywhere spawn map, so he's unless he's got dead map hacks on, is the for to really know.
I know, right? It's only dead. Yeah, only Deadwing you can actually do that, because of the 3-player. So, let's see,
this
man.
Is ballsy as fuck, basically.
Yeah.
NightEnD has no idea that Taeja is in the top left, and this looks a little bit more fishy than it is. But the idea is that you would head middle-ish on one side of the map. That way you could at least go for the top left or the bottom left. And it's a 50-50 chance. I mean, you spawn in the bottom right. You know he's going to be in one of these other locations. But, man, there's actually a situation a long time ago where... oh gosh, I can't remember who it was. Maybe Select. Somebody's retired at this point. They didn't know that, I think it was Foxtrot Labs had spawn limit locations. So They accidentally proxied perfectly blindly because they didn't know about the rules of the map.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's awesome.
So, if NightEnD comes into this thinking that this is cross only or something, this could very well just be luck of the draw. But I mean,
yeah, it
this
also
is
could be the
really
fact that
lucky.
if maybe in his head he's also thinking, if I spawn cross, I can't win this game or something in his mind. So I'm gonna proxy it here and just, you know.
Okay, he's gonna check the bottom left with the probe. I mean, this is gonna look a little bit awkward with the SCV coming out. Maybe he.
Yeah, I wonder. Oh my goodness. This is so tense, man. The Stargate does go down, but on Taeja land, he's going for that same Widowmine drop. Or at least we'll see if he does decide to make those Hellions again. We saw him use the Hellions, but he never really did anything with them. And I'm wondering if... Did they ever like YOLO into the main to the scout, or they just kind of go in and die?
I think they tried to, but the Stalkers blocked them, so they died in the natural. But Oracle starts up, and this is... Man, NightEnD...
Oh, he's rallying the wrong way!
What, the Oracle?
Yeah, the Oracle's rallied over to the gold.
Oh my god.
So maybe he'll wait for 2 and confirm the scout, and then just go in.
Does he freaking really get a proxy like this? So lucky, so close, and then go the wrong way twice?
Oh, no!
Okay, he fixed it. Like, at least scout this base before you... that would have made no sense to go another direction, but the Oracle's going to pop up. Taeja, he's got a Widowmine there. This doesn't have to be the end of the game, but he is going to lose some Marines for it. That really sucks. There's the Widowmine shot. Pew!
Boom! Gonna soften up some of those SCVs. Maybe for a second Oracle if he's not careful. But that medevac, that's not for drops, boys.
Well, not anymore. Not with the Marines dying.
Oh, yeah. But actually, that was really nicely done from Taeja. Getting that Widowmine, playing it safe, not getting that CC first, which is what we saw him do in their first matchup as well. So
he usually doesn't move the Widowmine, so NightEnd's going to know where the Widowmine was the first time and avoid this general area like the plague. So he'll hold position next to the geysers like this. He won't go near the middle mineral line. And he can't move the Widowmine, because if he does, it gets picked off before it reburrows. Oh, but there's the Viking.
Yep, but there's a Viking.
All right, other side of the map, we do have the Hellions running in, and there's no defense. The Stalker not quite paying attention. Not quite able to photon overcharge. So, okay, Taeja lost how many workers? Not that many, because his opponent is losing more.
Way more. It's going down. That blue bar's filling up awfully fast. Rifkin on that workers killed. 8.
8 workers killed off of 2 Hellions, and he gets one of them out alive. Fantastic place.
Wow. Yep. Just awesome stuff out of Taeja here. Kind of not falling into that trap of, you know, Inferno Pools, big map, let's go CC first again. He would have died. He would have died. We would have seen a similar game just like Deadwing. So Taeja adapting to the situation, and his opponent as well. In a beautiful spot, has a good amount of tech up. Already up to that starport. And he put on a tech lab. Oh, wait a minute. He put a tech lab on the factory. Wondering if he's going to do anything weird with that, or if he'll switch it over and actually go like Banshees or something weird. I'm not sure though. May just be for the barracks for later.
Well, the Huns going to scout the Nexus, so while this one might not do a lot more damage, it's fantastic scouting information. The tank follow-up for this, though, is a little bit odd. This is kind of cool at the same time, though, because tanks have this crazy ability to zone, and there's not really anywhere to abuse this like, say, Deadwing, but their range benefit is way higher than that of a Colossus.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be interesting. I think, obviously, he'll boost that siege tank across the map. I mean, if you roll, you're going to run out of gas before you get to the other base of your opponent. And look at that. Taeja going to be finding that proxy. So no more Stargate units for you, NightEnD, but doesn't look like NightEnD really cares too much about that anyway at this moment. Just going to be going into his Colossus. Very comfortable. But little does he know about the great siege tank boost of 2015. I'm interested to see how Taeja makes this work.
When's the boost come into this? Like, this isn't Sergeant freaking Hammer from Heroes of the Storm tempo. There's no boost on the siege tank.
I keep forgetting. Getting my games mixed up.
How sick would that be, though? Am I right? As a Terran player over here, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. This is very different. You know, it's not like Taeja's going full mech here.
In what way is it different, tempo?
Well, you don't typically see that, do you? Like,
you don't.
Siege Tanks Incorporated. Oh, Siege Tanks Incorporated. You usually will see that in a response to like a Blink All In, Or,
Sorry, I just realized the condescension may have made it sound like I was trying to call you out, but I was just trying to segue
Oh,
to the next
no, I didn't know.
point.
I was like, shoot, have I not been keeping up with the TVP meta? Crap, I got caught
In
red-handed.
fairness, most people who do keep up with the TVP meta still don't understand the TVP meta, so you're not exactly streets behind here.
Yeah. You know who's streets ahead is Taeja in the supply count, as he is usually going to be. That's usually the case. As a
Taeja,
Chang
old
player.
man.
I know, right? oh.
That's probably got some
Zach from
latency.
NightEnD. Yeah.
Let it settle through a pause wouldn't be a bad idea.
Hey, you know what, Rifkin? I'm about to be right. Look, he loaded up the siege tank into the medevac.
I hope to God he doesn't boost this medevac at
Please
any
boost
point.
it. Saber, you have to follow that medevac this whole way.
Yeah,
He needs to
who cares
boost it.
what else goes on in the game? None of it's relevant.
Yeah.
We can watch the production tab for that.
Come on, Taeja,
Don't
boost it.
do
He's
it.
gonna boost it. Oh, I didn't
Oh,
boost
this is
it.
kind of
Oh,
a
well.
cute spot. I mean, this doesn't
Yeah.
reach the mineral line, but this is going to reach one of the gases, I believe.
Yeah, there's a Colossus here. It doesn't have the range. So that's even gonna be bigger outrange. But these Marines are in trouble. There we go. This is such an awkward situation.
It's got really good damage for this. We got some reinforcements coming out, too. Of course, all he needs is high ground vision from the medevac. Sadly, not providing that right now, so it's not shooting the assimilator. There we go.
Gotta get that there. Okay. And you know what? Taser's gonna boost in with 2 medevacs into the main. Siege tank, though, he could save it. This isn't Legacy of the Void, though. You can't pick it up.
No boost for the tank.
Oh,
Jumbo.
man. I'm really, I'm just... One.
One tank dead.
Yep. That was a bit underwhelming with the tank, I guess,
It really
but
was.
Taeja...
I thought there was gonna be so much more cool potential for that, but I guess if the Colossus wasn't already out, he wouldn't have pushed that in so easily. Marines are boosting to the natural base. Saber, why'd you look away? There we go. Okay, let's see what they can get done. Nothing at all. Just kidding. Psych.
It's keeping you on your toes. But we're seeing this style out of NightEnD coming out once again. That double forwards upgrade immediately, and then the Twilight. And you know, NightEnD has been playing it where he gets this charge first, not using the blink. I know we saw Parting, of course, and a lot of other Protoss rather getting the blink first in order to have better control of the drops and being able to just get better map control and just mobility. But NightEnD kind of plays the more chillax style where he gets his upgrades, gets a good Colossus count, and then starts off with charge.
But this is the problem. We have a stream of Widowmine production, actually, that was going there for Taeja. I'm not sure if this will just be for a couple more drops, but if he keeps it up, Zealots are shut down so very well by Widowmines. Nothing stops a wave of Zealots better than a couple of well-placed Widowmines.
Yeah. Or a 200 supply of Blue Flame Hellions.
I actually don't think that actually fares as well.
I think Metal Mines would probably be better. Never mind.
Exactly, but let's not forget about that splash damage on both sides. But,
yeah. And just the impact, it's just bam, you know? The Hellions are kind of like, whoa! Going up for that Colossus.
wow! Yeah,
so
this is
safe
actually
for
a
the
really
medevac,
cool
but not
move
that
to
one.
try and pick it off. It's such an expensive unit to lose, and if he gets the Marauders, and forget the Marines, they're disposable income, so to speak. He gets the second one here in the natural, almost. Nope, never mind. I'm gonna have to back away from this. But keeping those Marauders alive is really key to going back in for any more action.
Yeah, and he's just testing NightEnd's multitasking as well as he boosted it. I keep saying boost now. Stimmed in into the natural. But NightEnD is playing it how he's pretty much played it every game that we saw him play macro.
You know, in
Taeja
fairness,
already mining from the third. Yep.
like 4 of the letters from boost are used in the word boobs, so actually they all are. Just need a second B.
Yeah, every single one. Just get the second one.
boob.
God damn. That's
So is it BM if I start
like
typing
public
things in
service
chat?
service announcement.
Like if
I
I
gotta
start
make a
doing
tweet.
stuff like that, it's not gonna give me in trouble. Like,
No, you just compromise the integrity of the whole tournament.
oh, the replay is ruined. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's direct on top of the Colossus. This is, I think, not a great move, but he does this because he's focusing on the control on the natural base instead. So does some decent damage in the main, but the natural base is where this really goes down. And the Widowmines didn't quite connect to much of anything. 4 of them are down, but very little damage was dealt through them. So he keeps these medevacs in the back, but man, the one medevac that has anything in it is so close to dead. Getting out of this is
Yeah.
really tough.
Yeah,
But,
he's gonna.
where's the Observer?
Oh my
Did he
God.
lose the Observer to splash damage? No, okay.
Oh no, he has 4 on the map somewhere. Holy moly!
Yeah, he
Big
brings it
babe.
back. This was there. 4
Oh,
Widow
the
Mines
one-
coming off of cooldown in your mineral line is not something you want to have happen ever.
No, that is the worst. That would be even worse than that the last game where it was just like, oh, because you know it's there and you're just like, oh my God, I didn't have my Observer and I have 4 of them on the map. Are you kidding me? So this time though, NightEnD gonna be getting the Storm. I wonder if he had forgot it last time. He's chrono boosting it out as fast as he can and is not making these into Archon. So this
But-
push from Taeja though.
He's gonna need force fields if he wants to stop this push. This isn't exactly pulling the boys. Taeja doesn't typically do that, but just simply throwing zealots into this isn't going to cut it. He really needs to get a couple of sentries force field, not the ramp, but just to delay and push this back, and maybe force some drops off. Anything to buy him time for that storm. It's so close to finishing tempo, so freaking bloody close. With like less than 20 seconds to go, we'll see if he can actually buy enough time for this. Templar are in the front lines. They might get sniped if not careful. Trying to keep us off to the side. Widow Mines go off on most of the zealots. The fodder is disappearing. Sentry force fields go down, but it's a little bit too late. The Colossus trying to hold the lines. Storm is seconds from finishing.
So
but it might not be enough anymore.
Oh, one Colossus goes down, but you know what? Yeah, the stream of units coming from Taeja is just continuing.
The storms.
There it goes. Not getting too much of anything though. It's done, but what is there to storm? There's so much spread from Taeja, and the trades are happening.
The Observer.
Nice.
He picks up the Observer, and these Templar gotta be careful where they tread. 3 armed Widow Mines waiting to go off.
Yeah, there's just not a lot of beef here. Although, really nice storm there. But that's mainly Marauders. There's 4 Marines there. How many medevacs are in the sky? Oh!
Yeah, she almost storms his own Observer to death. No Marines to pick off the last Observer shot, so it's going to live. But a decent shot of the Widow Mine before it goes down. Takes out a good chunk of the Zealots. The shield's removed. Storm on top of his own Zealots. This is getting really messy for NightEnD. And keep in mind, guys, for Taeja, he can lose this army. He's not fighting defensively. He's fighting offensively.
Yeah, and the great thing for NightEnD at least is that it is cross-position, so that is taking these Marines and Marauders a very long time to get over there. NightEnD has just been holding on. He needs to be making units. He just needs to hold on. He did lose them. Oh no, he has a Mothership Core still. It's pretty useless right now.
Here's the problem. Right now he has to pick between damage and defense. Can he get enough Zealots to buffer for the damage units that he has, like the Colossus, or does he warp in more Templar and just get storms out? Either way, somewhat limited in his choices, not so much through income, but through cooldowns on those gateways.
Yeah, and the problem here is that time is not on NightEnd's side either. Taeja has been mining from 3 bases, taking the gold as well. Like, NightEnD can't just trade. He needs to take a convincing fight. When Taeja just pretty much loses everything, and then NightEnD gets some traction to at least think about taking a third. But this is just... It's brutal. He's holding on by a thread, but... He's swinging from it, really.
Good storm on this drop, second on the feedback, kill that medevac, really nicely done. Marauders are going to try to get out of here, 4 of them will escape.
Oh man, this is just NightEnD. He's doing really nicely though. You know, he did lose a lot, but if you look at it, Taeja has lost more in this game, but Taeja can afford to lose more. He's almost playing like a Zeg, where you just trade and trade and trade.
Bloody
as long as he gets those high-tech
units. The gold. I mean, he's
yeah.
But see, here's what kills me.
Because why not?
I wish Taeja were the guy to pull the boys. Because if he had pulled the boys into the attack, it hit just before Storm was done. The Colossus were doing with the camp for buffer. It's actually NightEnD who's pulling the boys.
I was going to say. Wow. NightEnD, I mean...
This, one Widow Mine could eat up all those boys,
so my God. Rifkin, I don't think my body is ready.
Gold base can be tried to be taken out of NightEnD. I just feel like this is really ambitious. Wishful thinking. The Marine, does he see the transfer? Taeja?
Oh, he scans it though.
Oh, this probes.
Marine's like, I swear I saw it, man. I swear. And the command center said, no, you didn't. But this is just Rifkin. I just.
NightEnd's down to
this is really hard for NightEnD, man.
Drop is off in the main because, of course, he did not see this coming. Again, go back to that Observer comment. One of them is across the map and one's at home. So if he picks off that last defensive Observer, it's going to be really hard to actually catch anything coming. Now, the Robo doesn't die, but he will catch the Colossus a little out of position. Dives through this, though. Oh, the storms are eating up all the bio. There's only 2 Vikings in the sky, but there's no anti-air. A couple of Stalkers, maybe, but he pulls back off this and keep those Vikings alive. No one's coming to the front lines. He's just going to trade out for that Colossus, but there's nothing left on the ground. Taeja, in the meantime, swipes on the left side. He's going to knock down this Nexus.
And that is the lifeline of NightEnD. It goes down. Uh-oh.
And a lot of probes
now
over here too,
Taeja coming with the rest of his force. Read 3 has completed. GG has been called. Taeja will advance to the round of 16.